Hello. I don't know how long I was off, but I apparently lost all 2.5 hours of footage. Which is super great. Super great. I super love that. Love that for me, love that for you, love that for us. I'm going to play a little bit more. I am absolutely going to play a little bit more. I was so caught up in the game, I do not know how long it's been. Okay. That's sad. That's sad and that's frustrating. Hello, how's the form? I'm doing well, how are you? The waves push us together once more, almost like fate. Yes, that's sweet to hear. I need the kindness of fate. The day has been heavy and grey for me. Is everything alright? This place is difficult. Your customs are so different from mine. I tried venturing inland and smelled something exquisite in one of your shelters. I tried to enter, but I was chased out by a man complaining that I had not covered my feet. He said I needed a thing called shoes. I asked for some, but he was unkind and closed me out. How rude. I'm sorry that happened. Thank you. I will know for next time. I wish other people were as kind as you. I will have to find some shoes. Maybe stick to outdoor venues until you have shoes. The pier's supposed to be nice. I know the pier, but I haven't walked it. I'll try that. Thank you, gift giver. I'm happy to help with the shoe list. Are you here to mail something? Mail? I don't think so. Most people who come here do. Just coming to talk isn't okay. Oh, no, yes, we can talk. That's sweet to hear. I was hoping you'd want to speak with me more. Our conversation is nice. Yes, that's sweet of you. Most days I hear just this chatter of gulls and the grumbling of crabs. People are different. When you speak with a trout, you know it would be wanting or needing something. People hide their wantings and expect you to know them, like they've shown you an answer unspoken. I bet the birds and fish are better company than most people. Well, trouts are big bullies when they're hungry or mating, and the most fish are too fleetly minded to have a proper conversation. And gulls don't care to listen over their own gab. A lot of people don't either. You are right. Perhaps birds and humans are more similar than I thought. Well, I won't swallow your day. Thank you for your company. Safe parting.
Condition, and the sledgehammer does appear as if it's being absorbed into the outer wall where it struck the home. Police have now urged caution to anyone approaching the Bergen residence and have retreated off the property to form a new plan for the rescue. More information to come as this story develops. And now it's time for the weekly weather report with Uncle Ryan. Uncle, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure, Ernest. As always, I'm out on the outskirts of town, joining you live from the weather observation tower high above Carnum. And this is always a great break from the solitude that comes with living up here. Everything looks pretty normal as far as I can tell. Nothing too far out of the ordinary to report.
Dear Miller Levon, please help me. The hiccups came 3 weeks ago and they won't go away. I've tried everything and I think I'm losing it. How long can a person hiccup?
The town always looks so peaceful from way up here, and it's quite a breathtaking sight. I mean, quite literally, actually. I can't stand out.
How do you choose which tasks to do first? Well, these are going to be here forever. The thing about everything here is that
now, can you describe your view?
The letters will rack up forever with very little.
Honestly, Haven't seen you in weeks. The fog over here is too thick.
Is that...
I'll also talk to you right now.
Whoops.
I have no proof the town seems
Okay, fine.
still down there.
Gosh, that sounds...
I like to get the packages out of the way right away because while the letters will stack up all week, so will the packages, but the palette you have for your packages is only so big. So I try to get the packages done right away. No time for idle chit-chat today. Here's a package. Send it out, please. Thank you. Pleasure doing business. Goodbye.
Sounds terrifying.
It certainly is.
Well, what about the weather?
Wink.
Can you tell us anything about that?
I can see some darker cloud formations coming our way from the south that should make contact with the island sometime.
Is that Freddie Wong?
It looks like they're bringing a bit of lightning with them, so we can expect the weather to pick up a little bit as we're getting ready for bed. Something else to note. The fog over the town has been pulsating with different colors lately. I've never seen anything like it. Last night it was flashing red, but seems to have settled into a dull green color today. If I stare at it too long, my vision blurs and I start getting a bit drowsy. Almost fell from the railing this morning. You see any of that from down there?
Everything looks the same as always from down here. Just the normal rain and fog. But I have been feeling more tired than usual lately.
Me too. But I just assumed it was the air pressure or something. Oh well. Probably nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
This has been a look at the weather with Uncle Ryan. Uncle, talk to you next time.
You can come out and visit anytime. You know how to find me.
And now for today's top story. Last night, 2 unknown men used the roof access hatches inside of City Hall to find their way onto the roof of the building. Nearby residents were suddenly awoken by screams and shouts from atop the roof in the middle of the night, only to see that the 2 men had started a large fire.
Oh.
Fortunately, we live in a climate that is quite resistant to flame,
Yeah.
which was quickly doused out by the rain, and no permanent damage was done to the building. As the fire sputtered out, both men made their way to the edge of the building, where one reportedly seized the opportunity and pushed the other over the side to his death.
Oh my god.
Authorities are not disclosing the name of the deceased man at this time, and the second man has still not been located. Eyewitness reports describe the second man in a long dark coat wearing a bowler hat.
Oh.
The only other descriptions we received of the man were of his smile that was a little too friendly.
I know him.
And his unblinking eyes that were a little too wide. If anyone has any information about this man, his whereabouts, or his strange appearance, please report them to the police immediately.
I know him.
And do not make any attempts to speak with him on your own. He is to be considered very dangerous. And regardless of what he says, he is not your friend.
He's right there.
That's all for today,
And
Carmen.
right there.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
And right
thank
there.
you for tuning into KRNM
Anyways.
Radio, your trusted source for local news. Have a good
Time
night.
to go to bed.
And avoid
I should have brought her shoes. You opened someone's letter. Eh. I wonder where the door this key goes to is. There's like more stuff above. This post office is apparently gigantic. Sauna under the freezer, gloves for safety. Birds need to go up, keep off the grass for that perfect over easy egg towards the top. Separate to keep volume down. High up and out of sight. The auger. Waves lap against a distant shore. My thoughts are mist, my beings a token. Okay. I think I've got like 2 more days in me. Also, isn't it late where you are, Frankie? I always forget that you're, like, ahead of me by, like, a lot. Drag shallow. Send blanket anywhere to our citizens. So late. It's like 12:30. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. But should you be resting? Ignorant. This is part of resting? Fair. You know what? Fair. Only one thing has made me scream so far, so... Someone's at the window? Fine. Oh, you're small. Do you think someone's waiting for this package? It's your package, shouldn't you know that? Huh? I suppose I should. Never thought about it that way. Here's the package. You can figure out what to do with it. See you later. Hey, is it blank? Then we know who it's going to. Can I not just... It's okay. I'll go... continue my work. Oops. Go. Whoops. Oh, have I checked this today? Still nothing.
Visible arms, corners of blankets, and other materials protruding from the outside of the home as if they're being absorbed directly into its walls. Rescue workers have begun the daunting task of relocating the unconscious residents to safety, but many of them still remain unaccounted for, and rescue workers are unable to remain near the home for long periods of time before the humming sound begins to overwhelm them. As of now, we count about 60 unconscious residents in total, and authorities are reporting that 15 still remain missing. We'll provide more updates as they come in. Back to you, Ernest.
That was Alice Lombardi reporting live for KRNM on the scene of the Bergen residence.
Dear Estelle Howard, I wish you would come down to the beach with me. I know you don't care much for swimming, but it's wonderfully cool and you see such pretty colors. I would love to have you there while I paint. Sincerely.
And now, a brief word from one of our sponsors.
It doesn't say it doesn't get sad.
Are you woken up at all hours of the night by flashing lights in the sky, whispers from the shadows, or the silhouette of a man standing at the edge of your bed?
Incident code? Crazy. Oh, that means...
Rest Forever Sleep Aid is here to help. Our medication is the product of years of intense study and experimentation, guaranteed to increase the quality of your sleep by 500% or your money back. Customers report feeling sleepy at all hours of the day, ready to close their eyes and rest anytime, anywhere.
Dear Ida Crowley, have you noticed that almost nobody has pets anymore? Growing up, I remember lots of my friends had dogs. Now I can't think of anyone who does. At least, I think I remember my friends having
Some
dogs.
even report sleeping so well, they didn't wake up for multiple days in a row. All doctors should agree that Rest Forever Sleep Aid makes it literally impossible to lie awake at night, and should be taken daily as part of your bedtime routine. The only sleep aid available in both pills and absolutely pain-free injections. Rest Forever Sleep Aid can be purchased over the counter.
Dear Michelle Astor, I had a really good time last night. I will say, I'm not much of a red wine connoisseur, but the bottle you brought was pretty yummy. Where did you get it? Anyways, maybe we can meet up again next
Any
week.
local pharmacy. Side effects include hallucinations, mild starvation, dehydration, or generalized confusion. But you'll be too tired.
Brielle! The confidence she exudes seems earned, although she's overly familiar with the denizens lurking in the current fog. Welcome back. Got anything for me? I'll check.
Hired to experience any of those. Don't check with your doctor. Rest forever sleep.
That's not mine. Sorry, I'll be back. It's not
The
you?
sleep aid is for you. Rest forever sleep aid.
I really
Go
thought it
to
was
sleep
you.
and stay asleep.
That for me? Yep, here you go. Thanks. Hey, like we talked about, seen anything strange in the last couple days? Anyone who speaks oldly has strange manners, doesn't seem local. Why do you want to know? There have been some deaths in the area. I'm looking for the thing that caused them. Do you mean the drownings? You're working the case? Yep. So do you have anything useful I should know? Can't help you. Sorry. Whatever. Consider this a courtesy warning. If someone like that does come by and they give you something, don't open it. Slayers, Inc.
A thick blanket of fog has descended over a construction site where workers have been busy around the clock trying to repair damaged roads. The roads were damaged in last week's storms and have been a more difficult project than initial estimates suggested. One repair crew is still missing, possibly delinquent from work, and subsequently fired, but has been harassing the second repair crew with their ethereal voices and taunts. The project's completion is still estimated in...
Dear Ingrid Ward, every night I wake up at 4:11 a.m. and can't move. I look at the edge of my bed and the man is back, standing there, smiling. After a few minutes, he tips his hat to me and leaves without a word, then I fall back asleep. Are you still seeing him as well?
The lack of visibility may cause setbacks. That's all for today, Carnan. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And thank you for tuning in to...
I'll trade you 4 blueberries and a big leaf and an old button for 5 minutes of access to that sourdough.
KRNM Radio, your trusted source for local news. Have a good night.
Okay. That means I have to go to bed. Right. Why would I give Sedna up, as hard as both of them are? Is it not bedtime? Close enough to bedtime. Still a little look around for secrets while we're waiting to be, taken. There we go. Okay. I've got one more day left in me, and then I gotta go do other things. It's pretty late, you know? Thank you. No deductions today. Yippee. I love to do work at my job. Which I am paid fairly. I think having a post office worker be by commission is interesting. Horrific. I love the music in this game. Sometimes I hear a little tip-tappy and I get afraid. Letters to Drag Shallow Bay must be stamped and then shredded. Granville Claiborne, this is a notice from the Westvale Public Library. Your recent loan is now overdue. Please return the following books as soon as possible. Actually.
As they slept, stopped by the kitchen to cook and eat a can of baked beans, and then left the house, laughing loudly enough to wake the whole family. Police say the murderer stole nothing from any of the houses he visited, aside from the beans, but are looking for any leads that the public may have about this man. If you know anyone who owns an axe and enjoys baked beans, please call Sheriff
Hey!
immediately.
I think I know this man.
And now an update on the Bergen residence in Westvale, where several strange events continue to be taking place. What first started as a man trapped inside of a home turned into a neighborhood-wide emergency, and I'm being told it's getting even stranger today. On scene, our very own Alice Lombardi. Over to you, Alice.
Hi. This is Emma. I'm part of
I'm writing because I've always wanted to know my family crest, but I'm not sure how many years my family has lived on the island. I asked my mom, but her eyes glazed over for a moment before she changed the subject. Does the library have any information on family history available?
This is Alice's crew. Alice is unavailable at the moment.
Look, our cat's really supposed to like water this much. I know you said it's not something to be worried about, but she won't leave the bathtub. She's becoming very demanding. This can't be healthy.
Should we
right?
call back in a few minutes, or what do you think?
No, I don't think she'll be joining us.
Do you think the text is still on letters while they're in an envelope, or does it appear right when you open them? I try to open my letters at varying speeds to catch the words forming, but they're already there each time.
We got here at around 6 a.m.
Keep trying.
While we were getting our equipment set up, the nearby resident...
Hey, how are you today? Great. I'm so happy for you. Well, sorry to hear that. I wasn't listening, to be honest. Here's a package. Yep. Gotta run.
Residents started to gather around the Bergen house one at a time, and they just sort of all began, I guess you could call it dancing, but
I guess you could call it dancing.
And their arms were just flailing everywhere.
So this is like the same week over and over again.
All around the house. This is truly the strangest thing I have ever seen.
And where did Alice go?
Just as we were prepping to hop on the air with you, Alice dropped her mic to the ground without saying a word. And she just ran off to join the other people dancing. A few police officers and rescue crew also ran in to join at the same exact time. I have no idea what's going on here, but Alice won't respond. Finn, another crewmate, tried to grab her and pull her out, but she just screamed at him and scratched his face and hit him on the arm, and then she just ran back to keep dancing.
Has anyone tried to stop the other people from dancing?
Only one other time, but a similar result. A police officer tried to...
I saw in the sky, it blazed overhead and then it was gone. Was it green or blue?
To stop an old man who was sprinting toward the house, and the old man bit off.
I'm not the only one seeing eyes in the windows at night, right? They're an eerie purple color and they seem to call me to the window panes. Last night I found my husband standing eye to eye with them, staring at each other. This can't be normal.
Off the officer's nose.
Well, it sounds like these people just really want to be dancing. If they're not hurting anyone, why stop them?
Not hurting anyone?
Ernest, did you hear what I said? A man got his...
No, this won't work. Mr. Snuggles doesn't like to have dry kibble, so I really must insist that you create some kind of balanced meal for him. He particularly loves quail eggs.
They're not responding to anyone calling their names. People are just running in suddenly without any provocation. No.
Bonnet's Blues custom arrangement here. We want to thank you for your continued support of our bouquet business. I want to remind you that we're currently running a 50% off funeral arrangement sale. Get your funeral flowers
There goes
here
Vince now.
Today.
He just ran in to join them. Blood is still all over his clothes. I don't think they have control. I don't know what to do.
Is it safe to bring packages of here? Of course. Sorry, Here, never mind what I said before. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. Just ignore what I said and farewell.
All right, thank you, Emma. That's all for this story today. Now let's move on to something a little more lighthearted. The Restful Grave Cemetery is asking for volunteers this weekend to help clean up the western branch of their property. Last week's flooding destroyed much of the terrain, and now that the water has fully receded, the cemetery owners have been able to assess the damage and formulate a plan for their restoration efforts. They estimate about
I'm sure all of the other
sites were disrupted by the flood and have called
should
upon
not
the
touch
community
other
to gather on
packages.
Saturday and Sunday to help. Volunteers will be assigned a row of graves and work together to identify the remains that fell out of the caskets and restore them to their proper graves. The cleanup begins at dawn on both Saturday and Sunday. Come in appropriate clothing to perform physical labor, but also ensure that it's clothing you don't mind burning once your work is done. And with that, time for a sports update from Bert Hannigan.
Thanks, Ernest. Doloff High is in mourning today after the tragic loss of their cross-country swim team. They were in the middle of their usual weekly practice at the lake when their coaches say an extremely localized series of weather events.
It's a lot about cats.
Rough waters, fog, lightning, and heavy winds all descended upon the lake before the swimmers were able to retreat to safety, and they were nowhere to be found once the weather was clear enough to return. This marks the 5th sports team that Doloff High has lost in the span of a year, continuing the suspension of the sports department. It is important to note that there is no lake on Carnum Isle. Do not believe anyone who tells you that there is a lake on Carnum Isle. If you come across a lake on Carnum Isle, we ask you to leave the area immediately and seek shelter in your home.
That's all for today, Carnum. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And thank you for tuning into KRNM Radio, your trusted source for local news. Have a good night.
There's so much about cats here. Okay, I'm done. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Do a little sleep. I am so waiting for that injured guy to be at the end of my bed. Oh, I am so waiting. But for now, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Frankie, for using your rest time to come hang out. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Oh, yeah, and for the VOD watchers, I'm sorry this was half an hour. I have played over 3 hours of this, but at least 2.5 hours were gone. Love you, bye.